understand the number one role in a man's life is to bring his wife to her full potential. Now listen, the word husband means a grower, a husbandman. It's a farming term. We're called husbands because we're growing something. God gives our wife to us and He says, nourish her and cherish her as the Lord does the church. Nourish and cherish. The word nourish means to feed to maturity. You have a plant here. What is it going to take for this to come to maturity? See, another way to say this is we can stand back as men and just say, well, grow up. Grow up. You know, you act immature, you're weird, you're strange. Go get some help, grow up. And God says, no, I think you misunderstand. That's what you're for. You're the husbandman. She's not supposed to grow up without you. She's supposed to become with you. And the encouragement and the love and the understanding and the wisdom and the help and everything that she needs to become is in you. So you can lecture her all day long, but she's never going to get where she's supposed to get without a husband next to her. We need each other. We need it. When God saw Adam by himself, He said, it is not good that man would be alone. I'm going to make a helper. If we could get where we're supposed to get without each other, God would have never created marriage. And there are a few people like the Apostle Paul that are called to be single like Jesus. They're special, but most of us are not in that category. Most of us need each other to get where we're going to get. And so when a wife has a husband that just kind of stands back, disinterested, like I was. I'm not talking bad to any man. I'm just saying that's how I was. And frustrated, and it's like, if I married the right woman, she'd have just, whoop, right, Jack and the Beanstalk, whoop. And I just stand over here and say, what a woman, and I just, bring me a Coke and turn the channel. It just is. I just sit back and just admire that woman. God says that's just not the way it's going to be. If you're going to have a wife that becomes everything you want her to be, it's going to be by your sweat. Love your wife as Christ loved the church. He gave Himself up. Nourish her and cherish her just as Christ does the church. And what that means is every single day, like with Karen, we've been married 35 years. It never changes. It never changes. The rules never change. It doesn't matter who you're married to or how long you're married. After 35 years, I sit down with Karen. I love doing this today. It's my life. I love sitting down with her and talking in any conversation that we have. Karen will say things to me like, well, I feel this way. I feel, insecure about this, and not in a bad insecurity, just I feel, nervous about this or whatever. And my role in that situation is to say to her, what do we need to do? What do we need to do? And that's the secret of a happy marriage, is nourishing and cherishing. Let me talk about romance for just a minute. Romance to a man is just being naked and having sex. It's just, we're so uncomplicated. We really are. It's just all about sex. It's all about fun, honor, and sex. That's all it's about. And so, but women are different. And for women, they want romance. And you say, what is romance? Romance is meeting an unspoken need in your spouse. In their language, not in your language. Because you can say to your wife, oh, guess what? We're going to watch football tonight and have sex at halftime. And isn't it fun? It's great. You're going to dress up like a cheerleader. Yeah. So you're going, oh. But here's what she loves. She loves it when you study her. And you're paying attention. See, romance means this: I'm on your heart. You think about me when you don't have to. It's not because you're in trouble that you sent me flowers. It's not because there's anything wrong or that I'm mad at you that you wrote me that poem, that you sent me that card, that you planned a special trip, that you planned a special dinner. It's because I'm on your heart. And you're sensitive to me. The Bible says that Jesus ever lives to make intercession for us. Something about Jesus that I love about Jesus is we're on His heart. He loves to talk to us. There's nothing, check this out now. There's nothing in the universe more important to Jesus than me. I know that because when I talk to him, he never puts me on hold. It's the end times, Jimmy, got a lot of trouble up here. Can I get back? Can I get back with you? Armageddon is soon. I'll call you back. When I pray, he hears and he answers. And that's because he's in touch. And that makes me feel very secure. And so for any man to meet his wife's need for security, the first thing is you communicate to your wife whatever it takes. First of all, I'm sorry that I've been detached. I'm sorry because you've said things to me that I discounted, that I wouldn't validate, that I kind of put everything back in your court, and I haven't given you the nurture that you need. By the way, nurture, the word, when it says nourish and cherish, nourish means to feed to maturity. Cherish means to keep warm, literally. The word there means to keep warm. It's a plant that the farmer won't let anything come in and cause it to lose its fruit, to be frostbitten or harmed in any way. And that means not only am I going to nourish you to maturity, I'm going to protect you against anything that would come and harm you. Emotionally, physically, financially, spiritually, I am going to protect you. Women thrive in that environment, but it begins when we communicate it.
Thank you for joining us. Partner with Marriage Today and receive the Marriage on the Rock series on CD or DVD. Marriage Today's latest book, Happy, Happy Love, will supercharge your marriage with practical tips, wisdom, and inspiration for every stage of marriage. Visit happylovebook.com. Follow your interests and get social by connecting with Jimmy and Karen and the Ministry of Marriage Today on Twitter. Become a rock-solid partner today and equip yourself with the tools you need for a successful marriage. $14, $28, or $56 per month. Choose the partnership level that's right for you. Become a rock-solid partner today.